Hey, Plant Pals, Mike the Kitty Gardener, and today is a quick indoor tour about some of the things I'm growing inside my house because it's winter-ish outside, even though it's been unseasonably warm. It's going to be up to like 60 degrees this week, which is crazy for Minnesota, Zone 4. Typically, we're still in the teens and 20s, and tons of snow. We have zero snow, and it is going to be hot. So, for us anyway. But I'm not going to be able to plant outside. I'm still enjoying growing inside. So here's a few of the things I've got going. This is my wife's celosia flowers that are growing inside. It's almost to the top, so it needs to start flowering because otherwise I'll have to start pruning it. And I don't know if this kind of flower you can, but we'll see. But it's so beautiful to look at. Just I'm enjoying it as it is, just without the flowers. And then it should get these feathery, really tall, frondy, feathery red flowers on there. So we'll see. I did move the ones from the bottom that were looking in rough shape. I'm still going to move these two out, and I'll probably move this one up front here, and it'll give them a little bit more breathing room. But yeah, so for a month and then like a month and a half or whatever it's been, they look great. Really pleased. All right, so here's my experimental shelf. I've got these. I've been doing some labeling. I've been trying to organize some stuff here as I've been trying to get my man cave together. Um, these are Vilma micro dwarf tomatoes. They were growing Kratky style, and they didn't seem happy on that shelf. I don't know if the light is bright enough to get them going well. So I put them into my sprout unit, and then next to that is my Venus micro dwarf tomatoes. And look at what we have already. It's been a month. Got buds. And this guy in here. See, the only problem I have with the AeroGarden sprout is that the plants in the middle do the best, and the ones, of course, towards the front and the back do the least well. And that's pretty much for everything I've ever grown in them. And that's because of the way the light is. There's a lot of blank space here, so the ones in front don't get full light, and there's a lot of blank space in the back. So I wish they would go back to a more squared off, because you can see how this is angled towards the front. I wish they would go back to a more of a squared off with a full light bar going from all the way from the front all the way to the back, and then things would roll perfectly. That's just a suggestion for them. Doubt they'll listen to me, but who knows. This is my micro Tom dwarf tomato, and same thing, we've got flower buds, so I'm excited for that. My opal basil is it's looking okay. I've had it grow way faster under brighter lights, so that just tells me that while I've grown opal basil Kratky style before plenty of times, that it likes the bright white light and not this kind of purplish hued light. Um, this here, so this was where the Vilma were growing. I'm deciding what to put there next, so I just got the caps on it to block the light from getting into the water. These are baby micro dwarf tomatoes, and these guys seem to be pretty happy in their little their little world. They're very tiny little plants, and I'll probably see flower buds on them pretty soon, which is pretty cool. And down below there, I've got nothing going on yet. Still, I'm working on it. All right, be right back. So, of my 3 pepper units, the Violet Sparkle one was showing off, and every plant germinated, and so I had 4 of them in here, and I know I'm not going to be able to keep 4 of them in here, so I moved 2 out. The lipstick pepper, which is next to it, I planted 3, 2 of them germinated, 1 didn't, so I took one of the Violet Sparkles and I put it over here. So you can see I still got lots of room, and if something gets too crowded, it gets moved out. And the same thing with this unit here, with the brown jalapeno. Only 1 plant decided to show up, so I put that extra Violet Sparkle next to it. So if you recall, I was growing the micro jalapenos in the AeroGarden sprout, well, I decided to move them over to my Zimhu unit here next to me on the sofa so I can enjoy looking at the peppers, and they're doing very well. Micro jalapenos. Really cool. Of course, I got my little plant buddy there. So yeah, I'm kind of pleased with the fact that I decided to move these closer so I could keep an eye on them. I thought it'd be funny to show this. I got one shelf semi-organized in my man cave. Like I said, it's like not even a quarter way done, but I got a grow light there. Those are some video games. This shelf here is all unopened, brand new hydroponic units. I've got a couple iDoos. I got a couple of Zimhu units and Mufka hydroponic units. Got a couple AeroGardens. So yeah, so that's where those sit for now. I got another AeroGarden here, AeroGarden back there, all brand new. And because they're replacements for the ones I've got. I've got tons more. This is all things that I make Kratky grow things out of, like old, see if I can find one down here. Like I take an old coffee container, drill a hole in the top, works great. But this is all going to be sorted and organized. There's a lot of the stuff I grow with, like perlite, vermiculite, coco coir, clay pebbles, also called Leica pebbles. These are tons of AeroGarden accessories, like the Grow Anything kits and the pods and the Be the Bee things and whatnot. And some of this stuff's going to be given away. We'll see. I'm not giving away an AeroGarden. I'm not AeroGarden money. I'm not monetized for my channel or anything, so not going to happen. There's some rock wool. Yeah, just more growing containers and tubs and mason jars. They all have to be sorted and organized, but at least I got a lot of this out of my way. This was kind of piled around as I was moving things around and painting and getting things done and whatnot. It's a pain in the butt. All right, be right back. These are the Purple Lady bok choys. Again, they're kind of far from the light, so they're not exactly doing as well as they could, but it's fine. They're good to eat. And I'll probably once I get something else going that I know will like that light, and I can also lower this light rack down to start things off. So yeah, we'll see. And above that, of course, is my Georgia Candy Roaster squash in my tower, and that's doing beautifully. I got this sticker here just in case. I saw, because it's been so warm in Minnesota, we have had almost zero snow, and it's in the 50s, and it's going to be in the 60s. Well, the bugs and stuff are already awake. They're flying around outside. So anytime you open up your door, you could get gnats and things inside, especially Minnesota. That's the you walk through the grass outside, they just fly up in a swarm. So, you know, I want to make sure I don't have any gnats messing with my squash that I'm growing inside. So you can see it starts down here and it goes around, and what I'm doing is I'm training it to wrap around this unit here, and it'll go around the back, and it'll keep going around and around, and then through the middle, and I'll just add more and more wire to support it until it starts fruiting, and hopefully producing me some full-size Georgia Candy Roaster squash. And the funny thing is I cooked a Candy Roaster squash like a couple days ago, and rinsed them with water, and I let them soak in water for like less than a day so that I could, you know, save them. And one decided it wanted to germinate like within a day. It just, I was flabbergasted. I was like, how is this growing in the cup in water in a day? But there it is. So I said, okay, well, if you want to be Mr. Productive, I'm not going to argue with you, so I put it in this sponge here, and so I'm growing 2 Georgia Candy Roaster squash in this tower, and I think I've got room. And the cool thing is if one starts producing female flowers and one produces male, or vice versa, I can use them to pollinate each other, which is really cool. So yeah, I love this thing. Georgia Candy Roaster squash. Look at that. Huge. Hugely. This leaf goes from here all the way back there. It's really cool. All right, so there we go. A quick look at what I'm growing inside. I'm finally, like I said, because I got most of the stuff at least in racks and out of the way, I can get a lot more done and start a lot more systems going for you to see. All right, any comments, questions, leave in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have an awesome day. Candy Roaster squash.